What's going on, guys? Welcome to Filmy Thoughts, and I've just wrapped up watching the third and final series of Fortitude. It was okay. There's a lot of blood, a lot of murders, a lot of gory stuff, guts, genitalia being cut off, the lot. So if you're into that kind of stuff, I'd highly recommend it. I watched all three series. I'd say that the first series is the best one. It's a UK Sky TV original. It was on Sky Atlantic. I think the first series started maybe 3 or 4 years ago. The first series, just to take you through all three series, and then you can gauge whether you want to watch it or not. So the first series starts off in the village. It's set in the Scandinavian islands. I'm not entirely sure if Fortitude is a real place, but it's a small village of around 400 to 500 people, and there is a parasite that seems to have defrosted and infected a small child. He's about 9 or 10, and he kills someone well known. He turns homicidal. He has no recollection of this crime, and the first series basically based around finding out who killed this man. During that time, a couple other people also become infected from this parasite that seems to have been set free from the defrosting ice, and they all basically go on a rampage in the first series, and people are trying to figure out how this is happening, who's doing it, if anybody, and how it can be stopped. So the sheriff, his name's Dan Anderson. He's the main character. He's a bit of a crazy person. He's a bit of a Looney Tune. And he becomes infected, and the series ends with him basically disappearing. The second series, he comes back, and he seems to be normal, but he is a homicidal maniac who has a thirst for blood and guts, and he's trying to cover up his tracks. There's some researchers that have come in and have decided to find out what's going on. They find where the parasites have been coming from, and they destroy the place by burning it, and everyone thinks everything's okay, but they don't really know that Dan Anderson is still a madman, and he's still a sheriff. It's a bit like Dexter. I don't know who's seen Dexter. It's pretty good storyline, I think. So that's what the second series is about, and then the third series is just a conclusion of people finding out that okay, Dan is not the person we think he is. They get a warrant, go into his house, they see what he's about, and that's it really in a nutshell. I don't think there'll be a fourth series. I believe this is the final one, because I don't want to spoil it actually, but I mean, it's not groundbreaking. It's not something that I would run to my friends and say you have to watch it. The cliffhangers in the programs are really good though. They do keep me coming back for more, because I want to know what happens next. If you're into the blood and the guts and genitals being cut off and the gory stuff, then I'd highly recommend it. If you're not, then maybe give it a miss. I'd only give it a 2.5 out of 5. So yes, it's nothing too great, but I did enjoy it. The third series was quite short, and so yeah, that's it from me really. Like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Let's see what you guys think, if you've seen it or if you're gonna watch it. I'll be intrigued to know what you guys think of it as well. Take care.